Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on last year's national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will take the field first. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And runs through another one. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Off play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he has a...
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. caught in the backfield. It's Reynolds. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Rebels will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it for a big play. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be 3rd and long. Right back to the well. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line, but will they go for it on 4th down? Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lions. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the left side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
He'll try the left side. Shakes off the defender. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds him out of the backfield. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed, and the returner will be dragged down. Rebels offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ellison. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Snap's going to come from the 23 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lyons. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run play action. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard drop. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And yes, football is a game of when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Give to the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Fresno State right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He has 89 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. 42 Spider. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Not a chance. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense in a bunch formation. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Fresno State right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. On the run, it's Ellison. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year. Power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The play action fake. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Absolutely, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps, and you got tight ends like this, Palmer, that can run down the field, be a big target, and make big plays behind those linebackers.
Man, they're changing the position now, too, I think, David. There are more and more athletic guys playing the tight end position today in college football that can run down the field vertically and make plays like that. These aren't just blockers and guys that catch flat routes. These guys now can hurt you. They've got an outstanding weapon at the tight end position there.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Throws for the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field. You got to go for it.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And that ball's free behind the line. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hutchinson. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They want that clock to run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Plows through the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He has the first and still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Power football with the run. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Coming up, 4th down. Number 41.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on last year's national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Nevada's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Nevada comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He got the toe down. That's going to look spectacular on his social media, but not so much for the down and distance after he loses yardage. Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Nevada. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Fresno State right back to the line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They feed him again. He breaks a tackle.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive from the 42. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They've got the screen set up. Oh, what a move. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the 1st quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the 2nd. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Chase. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Find some fresh air. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And he's not down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third. A shot toward the end zone, and it's picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with it 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Got a man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Close to the marker. It's McClain. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
4th down coming up.
Trying to do it on the ground. Made a defender miss. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Fresno State right back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Looking down the middle. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Bulldogs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. On to attempt the try. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting him to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Sands. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Creates a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's the handoff. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
At the 46-yard line, it's a turnover on downs.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Nevada going for it on fourth down. Let's see what they call to open this final period. With the catch, it's Chase. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Slides away. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback adapted. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. He's looking to pass. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Nevada going quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by 10 to Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds a little space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. chase downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and short, they'll give it to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chase. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Nevada going quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nevada.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week to week.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on last year's national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pucks it out of the air. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Fresno State's offense has the ball for the first time. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the
There he goes! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Fresno State right back to the line.
defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him. Makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Woo.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. This time he's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Warriors. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up 14 over Indiana. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, how about that play? Curl route. And the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he's able to catch it and go get the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so...
It's a running room. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Fresno State right back to the line. They'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And they will score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes his man miss. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They want to throw it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Rainbow Warriors line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking left. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that's...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Hawaii. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He's got his man across the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team...
Unleashes one deep, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got it.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Rainbow Warriors are in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it in the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key play.
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Finds a man in the middle. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Warriors!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one tonight?